Welcome to Keith and I Don't Tread on Anyone in the Libertarian Institute. Here is the profits section from A Spontaneous Order, the Capitalist Case for a Stateless Society. One of the most incredible attributes of free markets is the ability to harmonize our self interests with the interests of greater society. Contrary to the popular demonization of profits as extraction from surplus value, profits in free markets actually represent the adding of value to society. Making a profit in free markets requires one to combine or transform some goods in such a way that its resulting configuration is valued more by the consumer than the cost of labor and original materials, including time used to produce it. In other words, a profit is the positive difference between the total cost of production and the resulting price paid for a good or service by the consumer. If Joe constructs a bench that costs $50 in materials, $20 in labor, and $10 in overhead costs, the fixed costs of the facility, utilities, etc., then the total cost of production would be $80. Assuming Joe is able to sell the bench for $100, this would indicate that he would have added over $20 of value to society. Remember, prior to Joe's efforts, the sum value of the resources and labor used only amounted to $80. However, through his entrepreneurial insight, Joe was able to combine all of these resources in such a way to create a product that was worth more than the sum of its individual components. Moreover, the trade is mutually beneficial. Joe benefits because he gets to pocket $20 more than he originally possessed, and the consumer benefits by receiving a product that he or she must necessarily value more than $100. All parties to any voluntary trade must necessarily expect to be better off after conducting the trade. Otherwise, the trade would never have occurred. In unhampered economies, profits are always and necessarily a win win. Thus, the quest for profits by way of voluntary exchange and not political entrepreneurship is surely a humanitarian one. It should also be noted that profits need not be monetary, they may also be psychic. For instance, if one were to decide to give a homeless man on the street $5, this would not yield the benefactor a monetary profit. However, the psychic pleasure he receives from the gesture is more valuable to him than the $5 he surrendered. Once again, such an act would be considered one whose aim is profit. It is through this concept of psychic profit that economists are able to explain actions taken by actors in the economy that deliberately result in monetary losses. Monetary profits are merely a subset of all possible motivations. Thank you for watching Keith and I Don't Tread on Anyone and the Libertarian Institute.